Leia, we didn't happen to find any bottles of aspirin in the Jeepers Creepers room, did we? I think I'm a bit hungover from the booze yesterday.
Honestly, I'm surprised you even had any. It's been a long time since you've had a drink. But no. No pain relievers at all. I think you're just gonna have to suck it up, sugar, because we've got another room here. I'll open it this time.
Thank you.
Brandon! Brandon!
Yeah, what?
I'm sorry, Brandon.
It's okay. Go ahead.
It's a cavern chamber.
Really? Oh, wow. Look, across the way, I can barely see a caving pack beside a hole in the wall.
Who do you think it belongs to?
I mean, at this point, I don't think it belongs to anyone anymore, at least. I mean, have we seen anyone else down here besides malicious villains and a dancing werewolf? I can only imagine the owner no longer needs it. Maybe we can find some useful stuff inside, like
Aspirin. What do you think is in this room? What horror movie takes place in caves?
Well, we already found an item from As Above, So Below, so unless this experience is going to start repeating its references, I think we can rule that one out.
The Descent, Brandon. That's it. Full stop. Best
right.
cave-based horror movie of all time.
Yeah, you're right.
This has to be The Descent, which I'm excited and terrified about because I love that movie, but if there are any of those creatures in here, I'm not going to be happy.
You and me both. It's likely that we'll need that pack. I can only assume that the tape we need to feed our hungry camcorder is in there.
All right. You did the last room. I'll go in this time. But I'm going to take my spade with me just in case.
Good plan, great plan. But can I suggest that maybe we just both go? It's dark in there, and I think I just feel better next to you.
Aw, okay. Come on.
So far, so good, right? Floor seems sturdy enough, and so far, no scary monsters about.
Got it. Whew, let's get out of here, and we'll see what's inside when we're back in the corridor.
Indeed. Let's... damn it, Leia. Look at the door.
What is... Oh, Brandon, are those creatures climbing down the wall surrounding the door?
Yeah. Can you hear them sort of clicking? The creatures from The Descent, if I remember, couldn't see visually, so they hunted by sound. What can we do? How do we leave safely and quietly?
This way. Quickly. You cannot go back the way you came. That is not the way.
Brandon, did you hear that just now? A voice calling us from the tunnel here.
Yeah. I did, and I think they heard it too. Do we take our chances with the creatures or with the mysterious voice calling from a confined, tight, cramped, dark, oppressive tunnel?
Not really a choice. This spade is no real weapon. They have the door blocked off, and there are way too many of them. Let's go.
Oh, okay, I agree. Yeah, right behind you. Shit! They're coming! Hurry!
It's cramped, but come on!
Leia, my foot! I think one got me!
Go fuck.
Okay, I'm free. Keep going.
There's a faint light ahead. It opens up there. Almost. Go!
Okay. They didn't crawl in after us. Do you think we left them behind?
Behind you? The hole is gone. And look, there's a table with a cake and candles and some stairs carved into the wall beyond.
Wow, that's weird.
It's not, though, because we've seen this movie.
Yeah, it's true. I don't like that symbolism, but we are not in the video game Portal, at least, so I assume the cake is not... you know what, never mind. There's no other way, so the stairs have to be it.
Yeah, like the cake in Descent. Right.
Yeah.
You know, speaking of the Descent, Brandon,
Yeah.
you know your favorite artist? He does those surreal paintings with the melting clocks.
Salvatore Dali?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Did you know that the cover for this film was actually from one of his art pieces? It wasn't a painting. It was a photo.
Was it now?
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
It was a bunch of naked ladies posed
yeah.
in like a little group, and it looked like a skull from a distance when you like pan out.
Right, yeah.
Lots of little booty shots.
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah. Oh, you do remember. I think
I
it was,
remember the picture.
I don't remember what it was called, but it translates to voluptuous death.
Mm-hmm.
And the creepiest part about that whole thing is that Salvatore Dali himself is in the photo, and he's gazing on these women like some kind of deranged ringleader. It's quite the image.
Yeah, Salvatore Dali was quite the odd fellow.
He was. Which is, I mean, why they picked that, I suppose, to emulate.
It seems really quite fitting, to be
It
truthful.
does.
Well, speaking of odd fellows, director Neil Marshall, not that he's an odd fellow, but he
That we know
referred, not, yeah, at least that we know of, hopefully not.
I don't know him that well.
He gave, and this is where the odd fellow part comes in, he imagined that the crawlers, as he referred to them, the monsters in The Descent, and the things that just possibly were giving us a hard time, he imagined them as a divergent human evolution.
Mm-hmm.
Like they were a type of early hominid that evolved to live underground and never went back up to the surface. And as such, they lost their vision and gained the ability to climb pretty much any surface.
Can hear really good.
Rock faces included.
Spoke in clicks.
Yeah, used
Makes
echolocation.
sense.
That
I mean,
sort of
look
thing,
at some of the cave-dwelling animals that have evolved in caves without sunlight.
Oh, the cave creatures are so awesome.
So awesome.
So cool.
Imagine if humans could do the same thing.
Yeah, and some of them even just gave up their eyes entirely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, we've been running through these caves or these halls that kind of feel like caves sometimes.
Sometimes they do.
We've been running through these halls, walking, sometimes running. Through these halls.
Lately, more often running than walking.
But they just seem like they've been going on forever and ever and ever.
So
And the descent was kind of interesting because those caves went on forever and ever too.
They did, yeah.
But what I thought was most interesting about that is that they only used, I think, like 20 or 21 different cave sets.
Oh, no kidding.
That they created themselves, and then they just reused them over and over again with different lighting and different angles and different props to make them look different.
So from our perspective, it just looked like a continual series of new caverns.
Kind of hoping like that's the situation here, that we're just losing perspective.
I hope so.
And that eventually we will just make it out.
Hopefully our basement is actually just right around this corner.
And we just don't see it. Just like in Labyrinth, when that wall's there and she walks to it, and then all of a sudden there's a labyrinth there.
I'd rather be in Labyrinth. So many fun, magical creatures that were often very polite.
Yes, not like this experience.
Not like this experience. That's gotten my mind off of things a little bit, and my leg really hurts.
Is it okay?
I don't know. Creature had a hell of a grip. It doesn't feel cut or anything, but boy, does it feel bruised.
Brandon, I had an idea.
What?
Reach into that bag and see if you can find some aspirin.
All right, let me see.
Did you find some?
Oh, hey, what do you know? All right, Leia, things are looking up. Okay,
Hopefully that helps your headache and your leg.
We've got cake and pain reliever. What do you say we take a wee break here in this little cake room before we try conquering those steps? I don't know if my foot's ready for that yet.
Yeah, you get the movie started and I'll see what we have in the satchel.
Fantastic. And besides, if we're hungry...
The camcorder's hungry.
Camcorder's probably hungry too.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's get this going.